I chose to read the article about the jester in the work environment because I'll be doing my fieldwork paper on the people that I've just started working with at Great Wolf Lodge, and it talks a lot about how the Joker, there's at least one, there may be more than that, but they can get away with a lot more than anybody else can. They can get away with, politically incorrect, sexist jokes, things like that that are kind of pushing the borderline, and they can get away with it because they're known as the Joker. And I thought that was really interesting because, because they know that they're always like that, that they must not be purposely trying to be politically incorrect. Also, this has happened like when I worked at McDonald's. We had just we had one manager who was always like that. He was always making jokes and things like that, and he'd be like, he'd go to empty the cash registers and he'd have a pile and he'd be like, oh, who wants to go in the back and give me a show? But nobody cared because he was always like that. He was the Joker. He was always making fun, and so it didn't really bother anybody. And it also talks about how the reason that there needs to be one is that it's the relief, or it can push boundaries, or come up with new ideas. And I definitely think that's true. Work environments can get really stressful, and so I think having a Joker is good. It does provide relief because things may be crazy and hectic, and then the Joker comes out with something funny, and everybody laughs it off and feels better about what they're doing, and then go on with the rest of their, job right there, and they're fine. Also, like, jokes do have underlying truth to them. So, like making jokes about something that everybody knows is kind of, the elephant in the room, something that isn't necessarily good in the work environment. It's just as a way to kind of get everybody to think about it without making it a big problem. Same with with bosses and stuff. Coworkers will joke with the bosses, and if they're known to be a joker, then the boss isn't going to take them seriously when they say something that normally you would never say to your boss. So I thought it was a good article. I didn't find a whole lot of theories or concepts in it, but the one about how there needs to be one, I thought that was a good one. So that's really going to help me with mine because I'll know kind of something to compare it to that somebody has done things like this before, work environments, and it should be an interesting paper.